Hey, what up, my people? It's another football season. Proud, happy. Shit, straight up, straight up. Um, Last year, I don't feel like we got the full effect due to the so-called pandemic. Um, this year, hopefully everything goes as planned. You know, I got season tickets to my Longhorns and also my Houston Cougars. So I'll be, you know, switching it up. Longhorns playing. I'm gonna go see them. Um, and vice versa. I'm gonna go see U of H. They're not playing the same weekend that the Longhorns are playing. Um, that's just how much I love college football. I live in Houston, and I rep H-Town. I love H-Town. Even though I'm a country boy from East Texas, I'm always rep that because, especially East Texas, boy, East Texas put out some athletes. It is what it is. But I'm gonna be putting out videos, about both my teams and so on and so on, and just other topics, man. I think I'm gonna put my channel up. I'm gonna start pushing out videos, man, on different situations, throughout the whole season. And speaking about my Saints too, as well. I feel like Jameis Winston. I want to see what he does. He had a touchdown pass yesterday to my boy, little Jordan Humphrey, and but he also threw an interception. And I want to go and see, what caused that interception. I'm unable to catch the game. I'm over here in St. Louis and shit, and they had fucking Kansas City and San Francisco on TV yesterday, so I didn't get to catch the game. But with that being said, man, we have a little situation at quarterback at the 40 acres. My suggestion is Casey Thompson should be the starter. I mean, he came in a bowl game and done his thing. So it's his job to be taken. And do I trust Sark to make the right decision? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Sark has established himself as a real quarterback guru, as opposed to what we had last year. I told everyone before he took that job that Greg Ward Jr. made him, and it showed. It even showing now that Sam is in the league, and his coach and owners and all of them are raving about him. Last year I felt Sam played injured. I really felt that. If you go to my videos, I'm looking at Sam. His touch wasn't the same as opposed to his junior year, and because Sam was slinging that bitch his junior year and looking pretty good. I think he threw for damn near 4,000 yards, if I'm not mistaken, 3,000 and something. Plus he had down 600-700 yards rushing and 30-some touchdowns to only, not even 10 interceptions. So, don't quote me for all those stats, but I think I'm pretty right with it. So last year I said early, like, damn, Sam looking like he's hurt. Just how if you know the game of football and you understand how quarterback play is, and you look at your quarterback and you're looking at his soft touch and touches against LSU, you understand that something isn't right about your quarterback. And then I'm looking the way he moved. Then I'm starting hearing stuff, nagging stuff going on with him. Then he's hurt. Casey should have came in earlier, especially how Casey performed in that Alamo Bowl. So Sam went on and got drafted, and now they're saying Sam is looking pretty damn good. It was supposed to be Eason after Wentz went down. It was supposed to be Eason, clear cut. Now that ain't the talk. So the previous staff, I think, dropped the ball on everything, and why he had to go, and why I commend CDC for letting him go and going after, Sark. Sark brought some awesome staff members with him. I mean, I'm looking at from the scrimmage, from what I'm hearing, either that defense is so damn good, or we having issues with offensive line, and we better get that shit right, because if we having problem with the offensive line, seems like we need to start fucking basing everything heavy on them trenches, especially we talking about leaping over to the SEC. I ain't talking about it's gonna happen. We need to fix them damn trenches, because the SEC, that is how they are dominating in all of these games, and because of them trenches. You fix them trenches first. That is the issue. Texas, pound for pound, there is not no other state in the whole country that got pound for pound better athletes than Texas. It is what it is. I mean, we can argue Florida, we can argue Georgia, we can argue California, but when I looked at, the All-American thing for college football, Texas had as many All-Americans than Florida and California combined. You're looking at Waddle, you're looking at all these kids, and you're looking at what was the kid, the name that went to Ohio State? A bunch of them, from Dobbins to everybody. Like everybody that those kids are all Texas kids. If we can get the nucleus, which is the trenches, and we have some good coaches there, we have some good assistants to recruit that position, but that has to be the number one thing that we take care of, is the trenches. And we get that and lock down the state of Texas with athletes, Texas will be back to dominating again. And that's real. We lost our way with that. I don't know. It was gone somewhere after that. I ain't gonna say after that, but during that Mac Brown after that national championship run against Alabama, we lost our way with the trenches. A lot of that has to do with A&M leaving. A&M leaving, going to the SEC, opened the floodgates to where we losing all these kids to SEC country. And Ohio State coming in here to get what they want, as opposed to SEC country. So now we have, since we have been invited and accepted our invite formal to the SEC, Texas have to, take care of them trenches. Once we get that, like I said, I feel like we have the athletes in this state to I'm not worried about anything else. That's the difference in pretty much all of collegiate football. Offensive line, defensive line. You have that. You have some great ones in that. You can be a great program, and that's real. Because athletes come dime a dozens. Especially, I'm not only going to say Texas have athletes. No, that's not what I'm saying. You can go get tons of athletes from Florida. You can go get tons of athletes from California. You can go get tons of athletes from Ohio, Georgia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana. Tons of athletes. But when it comes to football sound and football IQ, nobody does it like Texas, and that's real. A lot of these athletes, when they come to college, they are very well prepared. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at, athletes from Arizona come here. Bijan Robinson is an animal. It really is. Bijan Robinson is an animal. But I would have liked Sark to did what he had to do to keep that 1-2 punch of him and Ingram. And it's not taken away from Roshan Johnson. It's just Ingram is, Bijan Robinson is that Mark Ingram. And Keontae is you know, your boy over there, Alvin Kamara. You know, that's that 1-2 punch you want, you know, at the collegiate level, especially if you're a play caller. Kind of like what Sark had and what he was dealing with over there at Alabama. Yeah, that boy that could run through that tackle. Oh, what's his name? Harris, whatever. Then you had, you know, the other guy that can flex out, hit him on some little out routes, little slants, and let him do his thing, you know. Alvin Kamara is kind of, you know, that's catch this ball, you know, let him do his thing. He's a receiver / running back. So he's an all-around dude, and those guys are the ones that's fucking dangerous, and they are the ones that can make your team be hard to prepare for, you know. But what Sark is doing, I'm very, very reluctant to see, you know, what he do. You know, he was a very good success over there at Bama as an OC play caller. You know, I know he had some troubles in the past, but I'm for a man that, you know, you give a man a second chance, and that's why I respect CDC. You know, that's why I respect CDC. You know, give this man a second chance, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all may think I'm wrong for saying this shit, but it is what it is. Some fucking women just motherfucking force you to fucking drink. It is what it is, and I think he got with the right one, and dude has turned his life around, and that's real. I'm not saying he don't drink, as opposed to drinking every fucking day, as opposed to shit, me pop me a beer after all this practice and shit like that, or whatever the case may be, you know. And it's that right woman on your side that makes you a success. It is what it is. If you, Jay-Z wouldn't have been Jay-Z without Beyonce. And most men in America are nothing without that right woman. You have that right woman with you, you are pretty much unstoppable. And I think Sark has that sister with him. And much respect, Sark. Straight up. Shit. When your woman wear J's, it is what it is. When I look at your wedding pictures and shit, I see a black family reunion, shit, it is what it is. You just nothing to shoot down anybody else's race. I'm just saying, like, this dude has a lot of respect for me as to what I can hear whispers. I would love to see a fly on the wall. I would love to be a fly on the wall when they show pictures of him in this situation in some of these homes. Straight up. So, with that being said, I want to see what this man can do. I really do. I saw the plays he was running at Bama, and Texas has the athletes to run those plays. But as I stated before, we don't have the trenches as Alabama. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see what he can put together. You know, I feel Strong came in here and done what was needed to rebuild Texas. Did the rich donors bite the bullet? Yeah, they probably did, and fired him fast. But I think CDC saved this program by bringing in Sark. Strong tore it down. Look, you got to build this shit with good shit. You know, it got to be the foundation. You're going to have some brothers in here that are going to just where the fuck they from. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Bama Ain't go, and that's the difference between Bama football and everybody else football. Remember, Bama got some boys from the hood, bro, but they keep their shit within their program. You hear all the time, well, Saban, what are you gonna do? Oh, we gonna punish them within the program. You don't know what the fuck that man may doing. They just gonna run 100 yards or some shit. You never know. You never know. So I feel, a lot of shit need to be kept within the program. Now, if it's bodily harming somebody, then yeah, we got an issue. You know what I'm saying? But some little shit, minor shit, you know what I'm saying? And that shit don't need to go out to no fucking press. You know what I'm saying? This shit is our shit. Keep our shit within our program. And strong, try to start a strong foundation for that. And with Texas, you can't do that and not win. I could have seen Strong winning 7 games his last year, and he probably would have been retained, but he didn't. He dropped the ball on that. So in comes Herman, and I told you guys that, when it came to Herman, that, CDC, I mean, not CDC, the other fucking man, you just don't, you hear all the donors talking about, oh, we want Herman, and not researching. Like, I researched and I saw the game. Like, the main game that stood out to me as when Greg Ward Jr. went down, and I said for myself, okay, he quarterback whisperer is what everybody say. Now I'm finna see how much of a coach he really is. And U of H, with all that talent they had, couldn't beat UConn? No. Them boys finished 12-1 that year and beat Florida State in the Peach Bowl. And it was no doubt. I'm talking about Greg Ward Jr. acted up that game. It was no doubt that they whooped Florida State all over. And I don't want to hear shit about, oh, Florida State didn't want to be in that game. And Florida State ain't no, come on. Straight up, Florida State won back in 2000 and won another one with Jameis Winston. Like, they be happy you in a seat, because you're not just no Alabama. You're not winning it every year to where you can make that fucking argument. Kind of like Georgia. No, you ain't no fucking Alabama. You ain't won shit. I was born in 1980. That was the last year fucking Georgia won a national championship. For you to say I didn't get up for a game is straight up bullshit. This big boy football. Nigga, Texas played y'all and whipped y'all ass. Take it like it is, and that's what it is. Y'all didn't get up for the game. Like, y'all got a fucking name. Y'all are Georgia. Georgia, I'm not saying Georgia not recruiting good. I'm not saying Georgia didn't make it to the national championship. Hell, we made it to the national championship and lost. Hell, we were 1 game away. Mac, I don't know, didn't play prevent defense or whatever, and fucking got beat. What's his name? Got beat on and Crabtree. Texas, if you know the history of Texas, Texas should have been back to the national championship. The year before, we lost to Bama in the national championship in 09 or whatever it was. In 08, we should have went. We was 12-1. We lost to Texas Tech on the last second play. So we should have been back to back. But I'm not saying that we're on that level to where we can go in there, oh, Texas is good, well, we didn't get up for that game. What the fuck? Texas ain't got enough national championships to say that shit. Neither does Georgia. Neither does anyone else but Bama. That's it. That's the only program that they can say, oh, we didn't get up for this game. So I don't want to hear all that shit. You got your motherfucking ass whooped. Period. Matter of fact, you got 21 rule. We dropped the joystick on your bitch ass. And you scored on mop time. 5 minutes left in the game. That's when you scored, 14 points. 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. Motherfucker taking their helmet off his shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that you didn't get up for the game. Motherfucker, you got up for the game. You just got your ass whooped. Straight up. Oh, you had some. Show me the people that was missing that game, because I know that running back that's in the league. He was playing. That nigga didn't want the ball. He didn't want that smoke. So it is what it is. So let's stop saying that. Let's just stop saying that. Let's just say you got your ass whooped. Say we got our ass whooped. We take our ass whooping. Hell, we ain't won a national championship since 1980. Then let's go from there. Straight up. Beat Texas first before you start talking about We didn't get up for a game. That's all I gotta say about that. You know. So back on the subject. I'm very, very, very curious to see what Sark gonna bring to the table. He, I like the way he carry himself. Like I said, maybe that's the woman he chose to help him get right back on path. You know, and I'm I want to see, what he gonna bring out there. Now, Casey Thompson, I feel like I said, I feel it's his job to lose, and he should be starting, and he should be playing. And if that's not the case, I wouldn't be surprised if Casey said, "Hell with this, I'll go somewhere else," because I think he's that good to do that. It's all about having a fair evaluation. It's his job to lose. Hudson Card was there last year. For whatever reason, Herman put Casey in. Maybe he felt Casey is, upperclassman compared to Hudson. But whatever the case may be, Casey came out there and Casey did his fucking thing. So I'm not gonna hate on Casey if he decide to fucking transfer. I'm not. There's no reason for that. Casey is a pretty good ball player from what I've seen. So if it's that close, because if it's not that close, then because you have a clear cut, hey, Hudson Card is just clear cut the best. But if it's that close to where you have to decide, then hey, let me put in Casey Thompson, see what he do. I mean, it ain't like you're gonna have a hops, just some easy task. We opened up Louisiana Lafayette, which is a good team. They beat the fuck out of Iowa State last year, and here Iowa State talking about, oh, we wasn't up for that game. No, you got your motherfucking ass whooped, Iowa State, and you went on to have a good season, Iowa State. And Louisiana Lafayette only lost one game last year. They were 11-1, 12-1, something like that. So it's gonna be a good test that first game. Then you got to go to Archie. Archie kind of reminded me of Baylor. When Baylor was sucked, and then you brought in what's his name, and he ended up, he didn't win no games that year. I think he was 0 and whatever, 13, 14, whatever the case may be, 0 and 12, whatever it was. But me knowing football, I saw what that man was doing, and I was like, hey y'all, Baylor's going to be good. Baylor's going to be real good. The man was playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and I was like, dude, they were losing games. They wasn't just losing games. They were losing games close. And I was like, okay, as soon as these boys buy into the program, get some little games up, and then next year they end up being bowl eligible. Year after that, they went to the damn BCS game. And I told everybody thought I was crazy because they were 0 and whatever. No, man, that man is a good coach. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at what he's doing. And it is what it is. I believe that, what I'm saying? I don't know if he's an NFL coach. I got to see. That's a different ball game. You got motherfuckers up there, they got money and they do what they got a mind of their own. They do what they want to fucking do. Kind of like Michael Thomas on the Saints, nigga. You got to go. Michael Thomas, I have much respect for you. You know what I'm saying? You was pretty much, to me, the best receiver in the game. How you would catch that ball, how you do. But you're causing problems, man, in the organization, man. Them boys, they told you what to do. You know what I'm saying? And they gave you this money, and you took this money, and they said, hey, man, you need to go ahead and get your. Now, I understand you want to try to go away from surgery, but then you end up Scottie Pippen us. You know what I'm saying? You waited to the end of the, to get surgery, man. Like, goddamn, bro. Now we got to start the season without you with a new quarterback. Man, you would have helped us, man. So when you start making decisions like that, it ain't got nothing. That has nothing. I'm with Shannon on that shit. That has nothing to do with the quarterback. I mean, the organization. It has everything to do with you, man. Like, straight up, man. You should. They said this, man. You should be able to. You should have surgery, man. They paid you money, so they're not finna just give it because you're not just empty money to them. Even if we decide to trade you, man, we owe a lot of money for signing you that contract, man. Even if we decide to trade you, so that wasn't the case. The case is, hey, man, get your surgery. So hopefully you'll be back. But if you still get your surgery and you're not back, if you're not 100%, then hey, we still give you that time throughout the season. But you waited till the damn season finna start to have your fucking surgery, man. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. We're trying to win in this organization, man. And we have 2 new quarterbacks that we're trying to, you know, bring in the game, So that's another video for another day, man. My Saints, but I'm ready for my Longhorns, man. I am. I'm ready for my Cougars. Hey, motherfucking. Speaking of them, hey, I heard a lot of shit about you, Coach. You know what I'm saying? From over there at U of H, I heard a lot of shit about you from Virginia fans, West Virginia fans. Better get your shit together, because I'm gonna be on your ass just like how hard I am on Texas coaches, man. Just because y'all ain't on the level of Texas doesn't mean and that you can come in and fuck our shit up, Hoganson. And that's real. Man, a lot of West Virginia people didn't like you. They didn't like how you ran that program, man. And I don't understand why, because you was kind of winning. But, hey, it is what it is, bro. So, hey, I'm going to get out of here, man. I love y'all. I do. You know what I'm saying? No homo, but I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love the people who come listen to me. So, we're going to keep it real. Like I said, I'm going to come with y'all with all kind of videos this year, man. Keep my shit out. Just my thought, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, if you don't like the way I talk, then fuck you. Just go on about your business, But all my subscribers, everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, follow me. I love y'all, man. Straight up. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. So, salute to y'all. Salute to Texas football. Hope y'all have a great year. And I'm going to be on your ass if you're not. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Straight up. U of H, y'all going to get the same love, man. Going to get the same love. It is what it is. So, deuces. I love y'all. And holla at y'all.